So these different kind of magazines that we were discussing about include something like, say, fashion magazines. It can be anything regarding fashion. It can be Top Gear, which is one of the best car magazines. It can be Playboy, which is the favorite magazine of most of the men around the world. All the men hearing this, please do not deny it. Most of the guys around the world love Playboy magazines and always want to access Playboy. So different kinds of magazines as well. Now, why is a magazine a form of mass communication? Magazines, again, reach a lot of people when you're bored, when you do not have anything to do, when you're waiting somewhere. People ideally use magazines to keep them entertained. Now, while keeping entertained, magazines are educative as well. Everyone has got a different form of interest. I am interested in something else, someone else is interested in something else, and so is someone else. I love cars. So if you ask me, I would like to read Top Gear, which mentions about a lot of cars, which is a magazine which tells me, informs me, and updates me about different types of vehicles, different cars, different kinds of capacity of these cars, and so on. If you're an architect or if you're a fashion designer, you would be impressed by reading an architectural magazine, or you'd be impressed by reading something related to fashion. Magazines not only magazine entertain you, but also it is a form of mass communication because it keeps you posted about the latest designs, the latest news, the buzz which is going on is what I would say. So if there's a new car which is coming out, since I'm a car enthusiast, there's a new car which might be coming out and I'm not aware about it. Maybe I didn't get time enough to read the newspaper or hear the radio, or maybe they have not yet advertised it on TV. Films, well, not all cars are launched in movies. If I have not read a book about it, or there's no pamphlet about it, and I'm waiting for some time somewhere, I take this magazine, which happens to be Top Gear, and I read about it. I'm impressed. I mean, that's what actually happened with me. That the way I came to know about the launch of Land Rover Discovery Sport was only through a magazine. I do not recollect the name of it though, but it was something related to car. It was Zoom In or something of that kind. Was the name of the magazine. It was a pretty good magazine. So, however, the point that I'm trying to bring to your notice is that magazines are a very important form of mass communication because it caters to the mass. It is a very common practice that while you're getting bored, while waiting somewhere, you take up a magazine and you read up a magazine. That is a very, very, very common practice. And while doing that, we also tend to improve our vocabulary. We tend to know about a lot of things. Maybe it can be something as simple as knowing about your favorite movie star. Maybe you want to know about Brad Pitt, or maybe you want to know about Jim Carrey, and you just go through this magazine and you come to know. Maybe you are a kung fu enthusiast or a karate enthusiast, and you just happen to read something about Jackie Chan, or maybe Bruce Lee. Maybe you love wrestling and you want to know about Hulk Hogan, or maybe the Great Khali, or maybe The Rock. So magazine keeps you posted about each and everything depending upon the kind of magazine you choose. Again, since it caters to a lot of people around the world, and it's been doing it for almost 100 years now. So it is one of the best forms of reaching the mass and communicating your message to the mass. You can have your message printed right on the front page of your magazine. You can get it as an it can be the editor's pick. It can be anything. Magazines, the best part about them is they keep you informed while keeping you entertained. So that's one thing which I personally like about magazines, that they serve a dual purpose. They keep you entertained, they keep you informed as well at the same time. Alright. Now coming on to the next one, let's take a look at direct mail circulars. Now when we're talking about direct mail circulars. What do you think are direct mail circulars? Direct mail circulars are nothing but emails. So you can either, a company is launching a product, you have given the company your address. It can be your email address or it can be your normal address. So the company can directly send you a letter stating that we are launching this product. We would request you to kindly attend the launch of this product. Or maybe the company can send you a letter just informing about you. Now, why is it a source of mass communication? Because of course the company will not send it to one person. The company is going to send it to a lot of people at one point of time. Initially, what used to happen offline in the form of letters is today happening in the form of emails. So yes, though a lot of companies still send you hard copies and still send you letters and so on, it sends a lot of letters at one point of time. It dispatches a lot of letters to a lot of people at one given point of time, and that is the reason why it is called a mass mail circular. Now, why is it called a circular? What is a circular? That goes around in the circle. So if say Land Rover is launching Land Rover Discovery Sport or the new Evoque in India, it will mail a lot of its customers, either in the form of emails or maybe in the form of direct mails. And the point is, it still reaches a lot of people at the same point of time. Though a very slow medium of communication, mass communication, however, direct mail is indeed again a form of mass media, right? It again comes under the category of print media. Now, coming on to the next one, let's take a look at social media. Now, I'm sure this is the favorite for all. Why is social media form of mass communication or a channel of mass communication? I'm sure all of you by now have the answer to this. If you want to know about which phone Apple is going to launch, which iPhone, which is the next iPhone Apple is launching, if it is an iPhone 6s G or if it's an iPhone 7, all you need to do is just log on to Apple's Facebook page and you know it, the official one I'm talking about. So these days, companies have found a new way of announcing things. Even forget companies. I wouldn't even involve companies. Even if you're talking about normal people, you want to see your friend got a new job or not, just log into his Facebook page. Just follow him on Twitter and you'll see the update. So and so, say Johnny Bravo changed his status from working at Disney Channel to working at Cartoon Network, working as the most important cartoon at Cartoon Network. How does that sound? So that's just an example. And or say Ben 10 changed companies from planet Earth, maybe the entire universe, Ben 10 Omniverse. Just an example. So the next time, okay. So when was the last time that you actually called up your friend to ask him where is he working currently? I don't think so anytime soon, no? Or when was the last time that you called up your friend to ask or check upon him as to what is he doing these days? I don't think so. It was lately that you have done that. These days, what people prefer doing is they just prefer logging onto Facebook and just checking the profile. Okay. Has it happened with you that your friends got married and you came to know only after you checked this Facebook profile? Well, has happened with me.